Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl Davi Davenport. I am so excited. It just doesn't get better than anything. You know, on Davi Davenport Live, I try to bring you all nothing but the greatest of the greats. And for me, that's everybody. We do everything from some of the world's greatest cooks on this show, some of the world's greatest. Last week, we had some teens on the show. Today, we got Melvin Jackson Jr. from The Wire. Everybody Hates Chris. And then he has a new show that he's starring as Curtis Blow. These are the breaks. Yes. I want to say thank you, first of all, for tuning in to Davi Davenport Live every single week. I couldn't do this without you. You're my family. I come into your home. I come in, a lot of the West Hollywood family members and all the guys over watching me over the Abbey and everything else. I love you guys. Some of my new advertisers I met from you guys watching the show. Thank you so much. We're about to make some fun things happen, and you're a part of them so much. Last week, we had the amazing Stephanie Buckhalter and her angels on the show. These girls are incredible. We had Alexa, we had Electra, and we had Haley on the show. The one thing I like about these ladies, all of these young ladies, is they're all about being positive, anti-bullying. We discuss fashion. These girls are on Disney shows currently. The Dance Moms, Electra just did the Dance Moms. So, oh my God, so talented. Stephanie, I love you. Thank you for my baseball cap that you gave me last week. She made me this cool baseball cap with flowers on it. Yes, yes, yes. Guess what I did over the weekend, guys? Yes, I hosted the red carpet for Sherry Gordy. Barry, you know, Barry Gordy is, all I have to say is that I love Barry Gordy. I love what he's done with Motown. I'm not going to say he's my best friend, but he definitely said, Davi, I love your interviewing process. I think that we need what you have. That's a huge, huge compliment coming from Barry Gordy. His family has embraced me. I've done the Hal Awards. I hosted the red carpet for his family's event, Strike Fest. Thank you so much to the Gordy family. And then I went out and flew out to Las Vegas and hosted Sherry Gordy's red carpet for her birthday party, her 21st. Girl, you know we don't go any further than 21. Had a blast. Then if it doesn't get any better than that, I was invited out as a VIP for the Billboard Awards, third row, right in center. My friends were like, Davi, you might as well have gotten an award because guess what? You were on camera the entire time. Yes, we had a blast. So I just want to say thank you again for tuning in. It's about to go down. Melvin Jackson Jr. is on the show today. I'm excited. I had to make sure I had my notes together here. Yes. Melvin, what's going on?
Not much. I'm a little upset that I didn't get my invitation to the Billboard Awards with you. You know, I'm supposed to be your road partner.
Oh, my God.
But I'm feeling a little salty right now.
I'm going to make up for that.
I feel a little left out.
I'm going to make up for that.
I hope so.
Just like you said, you're going to give me that money next Thursday.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was in the past.
I know, I'm going to get that money next Thursday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am giving you that Billboard invitation next Thursday.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm doing
First
great.
of all, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. It's just the things that you're doing, you know, someone asked me, they said, Davi, everybody's all fired up on social media. Oh, you know, you see Yvette wanted an autograph,
Yes.
and I love Yvette Sotella Major. She's there. She runs the station for us.
Yes.
I've been hanging out since 2010 here with everyone. Even when I'm in town, out of town, whatever, I'm always doing fun things. I've done my youth programs here, so I love the station.
Right.
Yvette said, Davi, and she never, I've never seen her do this. She said, I need to get his autograph. I said, Yvette, what? She's like, yeah, well, it's not for me, it's my friend. I don't know, but guess what? That's the whole response that I got from everybody. People are like, this guy is incredible.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, and for people that know you behind the scenes, they know that not only are you great in front of the screen, but you're just a great person. You know, you are that wonderful, as I said to Loyde, you're that wonderful father, you're that wonderful husband, you're that community advocate. We were just with Dr. Spinner over doing your thing. So just tell me a little bit about what inspires Mel and you know, who Melvin is. Tell the viewer now. I already know.
I love, you know, giving back to people because I feel like it does my heart justice to be able to see somebody smile and off of something I did. And that doesn't always have to be about me. You know, when I'm in front of the camera, that, you know, that's my moment. But when the cameras are off, it's about giving back to people and being able to inspire them to push past their situations. You know, some people didn't wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth, so they don't know how to get past their circumstances. So I'm just giving them hope and saying, listen, if you continue to push forward and keep God first, like, you know, the rest is up to you.
Wow. I love what you said, and keep God first. You know, people say, oh, well, we can't talk about you. Oh, we can't talk about God in school. Oh, we can't talk about God on shows. Well, guess what? For me, I know who handles the business for me. You know, you see some people say, well, things are going really bad for me. I don't know what's happening. Well, you know, and then they're like, I don't really believe in God. Like, well, you might want to switch that up a little bit.
Right.
How did you get into the business? Like, how did Melvin Jackson Jr. get into this business? And how long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business,
You're not that old, first of all.
yeah, I've been in the business
you didn't do
probably over 16 years.
Oh, really?
I started out managing artists, and from that went on to, modeling, and then fell into the acting, and was like, oh, this is something I love doing. And it's just, I started taking it really serious and pursuing it, and it opened up so many doors for me to where it was just like, okay, this is something I can really make a living off of, and I can really have fun, because it didn't feel like a job.
Yes.
I got to have fun, and it's like, and I get paid? Oh, okay, all right.
And I'm getting ching-ching.
Right, so it wasn't a bad thing, and I'm just happy to be able to do the things that I love to do and have fun doing them.
Right. So, did you start out with the modeling career first?
Managing artists first.
Managing artists first. Okay, what artists have you managed?
I managed like R&B artists, and I would manage a rap group and a rap artist, and was able to, to get them into labels and do put on book shows for them. So it's a lot. Being the music business, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But I with me, who I am, I'm always pushing forward. I'm always going past the norm and making sure that I'm doing my best.
It's nice because with you, you're so supportive of others. And that's really important. I mean, it's probably one of the reasons that you've been so successful yourself, because you're continuously shining a bright light on others.
Right.
So you've been paying it forward for many, many years. Yes. And music artists are a lot to deal with. I have a son that's a music artist. Max Wonders, I love you, but you are a handful, baby. They're a lot, because just like us, they have big personalities. And I know that you're behind the scenes. Again, because you're producing something. Don't you have a movie or a show or something you're producing as well, aside from your other career?
We've finished doing a horror film called The Passing, which is definitely going to be something for viewers to love.
A horror film?
A horror film, African-American horror film. And we're going to see who lives and who dies.
Okay.
And, we're producing some comedy films as well. And I'm about to get ready to shoot a film called To Death Do Us Part. And
is that another horror film?
No, it's actually a drama.
Okay.
It's a sad one. It's a tearjerker.
I'm starting to wonder about all this blood and stuff. Hold on.
No, it's a tearjerker. But I think it's something that people will relate to that have lost a loved one.
Okay.
And it's a blessing to be able to do both, be in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. Because I believe that you have to shape yourself and not just be one-dimensional. And I feel like no one can put you in a box. Because you have to always be creating. So if you want to be a doctor, write yourself a doctor role. If you want to be a lawyer, and vice versa. So it's to continue to be your own casting director, so to say, like casting yourself in these projects and putting it out. You have the internet. So there's no reason why you cannot put your own projects out for people to see.
I tell people all the time, I go, listen, you want a television show, then create one.
There you go.
I do it.
There you go.
It's like, I want a TV show. I'm going to do one, period. I mean, it's just that simple. I talk to a lot of young people because I, too, am a youth advocate and a mentor, and I'm over at Crenshaw High School with Dr. Ira Stevenson quite frequently. And I tell the young people on a regular basis, create the vision that you have for yourself. Don't wait for anyone else to create it. Don't even wait for your parents to create it for you. Absolutely, we want them to support you in it, but it starts within ourselves. And they say, well, Miss Davi, what do you mean by that? I go, exactly what I'm saying. If you want to be, let's say you're giving an example of being a doctor, then envision yourself as being a successful doctor. Start to, what do they say, act like the person you want to be in the future, or something like that. I forget the exact term, what the wording on that one, but it's really just, to create that vision for yourself. I know that you talk about this openly, or I wouldn't discuss this on camera at all, but you were a father at a very young age.
Yes, 17.
At 17. Yes. And again, this show is all about positivity. There's no punchlines or no anything. I'm not going, I heard you did. This isn't that show. But you do talk about it openly, and it's something that you're proud of.
Exactly.
My mother was a teen mother, and did an amazing job with me, and just wonderful. How was that for you coming up?
It was challenging, because here I am, 16, learning I'm about to be a father, and it's like I had all these things happening, colleges I was going to go to out of state, and playing sports. And then, here I am 17 with a kid, and then 9 months later, I'm a full-time father, like single father. And it was just, something that I had to push through, and knowing that I had a great support system in my parents and my family that didn't leave me alone to fend for myself. So I learned how to be a father very quickly. So now it's like, here's my son is 18 now and is getting ready for college. And
our kids are the same age. My son is 18 years old also.
So it's amazing just to see, like, he's not my little boy anymore. Even though I treat him like, he's like, Dad, I'm grown. But it's just amazing to see.
They probably think you all are brothers.
Yeah, right, exactly. He's like
you
6.
Look 18
he's like 6'1", so
is he?
It's funny,
Is your wife tall?
No.
Oh, okay. Is that the milkman? I'm just kidding. Somebody.
Well, you know, it's from a different relationship, so you know, he on his mother's side, he
I'm
is.
teasing. I'm teasing anyway. Oh my God, it's so crazy because I want to. Joel, if you could do me a favor, can you pull up that collage that I have of Mel with some of his celeb friends?
Oh.
Okay, so look at this right here. Look at the screen. So here's the thing: like you meet all these different people. You got Terrence up there. Terrence.
Right.
Run us through what's on that collage right there for the viewer now. What's going on here?
Well, Terrence Howard, I met years ago, and the brother just always has some great inspirational words to say.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, it's just a blessing to see where he's transformed from what happened to him with the whole Iron Man situation
Right.
to now this and him being on top again. And it's just great to see that because he's such a great person, you know.
Right.
And I mean. And every time I'm around him, he's just full of light. So
and you got some others up here also.
You got Bashir, who's also you know, plays Hakeem, who's also playing Ricky Bell. No, it's Michael Bivins in the New Edition movie. So it's great to you know, to see him shining. And you got Jesse, who's doing an amazing thing, great voice. And it's always great to be around him. He's managed by Vincent Cerrition, which is a great person, great company.
You know how to keep the names. This one is good, and this one is managed by, and this one is managed
because you know
by.
when you surround yourself with great people, you never forget their names.
Absolutely.
You know? So I'm thankful
to
be in that circle and just to see how they are as a family, the Empire cast. So I'm happy for their success.
When you're around a lot of the different celebrities, but you're a celebrity yourself, and I mean, me too. Do you ever get starstruck? Did you ever, when you were getting started, is there anybody that you were like, oh my God?
No, you know what's funny is that I've been around it so long that I didn't. I went up to Oprah and was like, hey, how you doing? Talk to her like a normal person.
Yeah.
But it was a person that I was in awe of, not like a starstruck, but his name is Vincent. Don't remember his last name, but he played David on All My Children.
Okay.
So that, you know, as a kid, I used to watch that. So seeing him, I was like, man, I'm a fan of your work. He's like, I'm a fan of your work.
Oh, man.
So it was just like, man, like because him and, you know, Michael B. Jordan was on All My Children, so they worked together. So he was like, yeah, I'm a fan of The Wire. So it was just a blessing to be around these people and be peers. And, you know, these people I used to watch on TV, and now I'm in the same circle. Like I was around 50 Cent and hung around with them for a little bit and saw how he maneuvered as a businessman. So I think I've been blessed just
because you did some work with him.
Right. Yes.
That was in the music business.
Yeah.
Right?
When you know, started doing music afterwards, I kind of got with them and would hang around with G Unit, and then he was the one who kind of read my first script that I wrote.
Oh, right, exactly.
And
you said you couldn't believe that he.
I couldn't believe it.
I think he came and said, "I want to read that."
Yeah,
script,
and I was on the bus and he had it because Tony Yayo had gave it to him and was like, "Did you write this?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so that whole dialogue happened, and I was like, "Okay, am I dreaming? Am I being punked or something?"
50 Cent want my script.
You know, this is a blessing just to be able to that be the start of me writing and me on the backside of things as far as on the producing and you know, writing stage.
Is there, because so you're on the front end and you're on the back end, you're in front of the camera, behind the camera. Is there one or the other that you like more than, or do you like them equally?
I like them equally, but I love acting because I get to portray different characters. Producing, I get to put everything together. So it's always, I think I'm a businessman first. So it's like all that happens because if I'm not a businessman at hand and have it together, then I can't be an actor and have my stuff together when it comes to being prepared, being ready for the job, and being able to get things done.
Clint Eastwood speaks about he loves to be in front of the camera, but he also spoke about his passion for being behind, because he said he started out in front of the camera. So he knew exactly how, you know, everything was in place, he said, and so he enjoys it so much to now stand behind, and to see you do that is amazing.
Because I mean, the hard work that was put, you know, into it, it makes you appreciate it more. Like to start out as an extra on The Wire and then turn around and become a recurring character on it, was just like, wow. It's like going from the janitor of the company to now the head, you know. So it was just.
I mean, how did that happen though? I mean, how did you, who came and said what?
Well, what happened was I wanted to be on the show. That was my favorite show. I was like, I want to be on the show. And so they kept asking to be an extra on the show. I'm like, I'm not going to be an extra. I want to be on it. Like, no. So they asked me about 3 times. After the third time, I was like, well, maybe this is God testing me.
Right.
And I said, you know what? Why not? Let me do it.
Exactly.
So I did it. I loved it. Met Wood Harris. Me and him connected, changed numbers. And then I kept auditioning about 15 times, like up into 3rd season. And then finally I got that call and was like, you got it. Like when I went in for the call back with the producers and everything, the casting director was like, do exactly the same thing you did last time. And I did that, and I was like, this is my role. I owned it. And I got the role, and the rest was history.
You're hilarious because I remember when both of our dear friend and your publicist, Tanya Carmachet. Did I say that correctly? Because I've been messing her name up for the last 2 years now. I know she's like, Davi, now we friends and everything. You still can't get this name right. But I remember when she brought, my very first time actually meeting you was when you came out to Spaghettini in Beverly Hills and grabbed that mic and just had us rolling. I was like, okay, he is hilarious. So comedy's in your life also.
Yes. My life is comedy sometimes, so you have to.
You gotta laugh at sometimes.
You gotta laugh at sometimes. Laugh at the pain and make it humorous.
Well, you know, you've done so many things. What would you consider as a big win for you? Like, what would be that ultimate? I've got that dream. I want to do something. What would it be for Melvin?
Well, now or before?
Right now.
Right now, to have my own sitcom series.
Okay.
Which I have. I just want it on TV.
yeah, there you go. I mean, well, you're definitely going down the right road. Yes. It's only a matter of, and you're such a bright man that you could create and do anything that you want to. I mean, I've been saying to everyone right now, for me, if Oprah did it, I can do it.
Right.
You know, if Oprah did it, the bottom line is getting, making sure that your brand is something that people can believe in and they stand behind, and then they invest their money in it. And that's what it is. There you go, folks. You just heard it on Davi Davenport Live. You want your own show? Get your brand real tight. I'm going to say something also, guys that are out there. All these social media posts that you put up, dropping it like it's hot, your butt up in the air and all that, and then you say, I want to do this and the other, or you say you're real religious. People are watching those things. I had a conversation last week with not on the show, but with some friends, and even, jobs are starting to look at your social media.
Exactly.
I mean, it's an open book for them. Positions, when people, you give them your resume for a position, they look and see what you're doing on your social media. If you want to do something with television, kids reach out and say, I'd love an internship with the show, and then I go on their social media, and every other thing is FUCK, UBITCH, and all that stuff, and it's like, and just negative things and just things that I don't want to be a part of. And they're really good people.
Yeah.
I meet them in person and they're great people. And I go, but guess what? You're poorly representing yourself.
Exactly.
And that's just
They
not.
don't get it. Same thing they do with school and scholarships and all that stuff. It's the same thing.
Okay, now I want you to tell the viewer. First of all, here's the cheers, everybody. Can we get, Joel, can we zoom in on these? Can you get a click on this side? Look. Oh, Joel, get us. There we go. Davi Davenport Live mugs in the house. Ellen, you are not by yourself, girl. Guess what? How you doing? We had the red ones with the little sticky. See, I'm a realist. We had the little, there you go, little stickies on and everything for me. Guess what? Ellen, girl, Oprah, girl. Guess what, Jimmy? Davi Davenport Live has mugs now. And guess what? We're going to have t-shirts, hats, and everything else. Love you. I had to get that out. Let's take a toast. It's water, guys. Don't get nervous. Got your publicist in the room.
Yes.
Tell us about the new role that you got. And you already started filming. Yes. Tell us about it.
I got the greatest honor of my life in portraying Curtis Blow in the New Edition miniseries on BET.
Yes.
And it was so much fun, and it was amazing.
Yes.
And I don't think I've ever experienced anything that great in my life. It was overwhelming because it's like I have to portray this guy and I have to do it well.
Yes.
So I don't want to be bad. I was like, I don't want to suck. No. So it was a lot of pressure put on me, and I woke up like 4 o'clock in the morning, so excited to go to work.
Yes.
And I had a great director in Chris Robinson that pushed the best out of me, and made sure that I delivered everything that I needed to deliver. So
how do you study a character? I know Denzel has spoken about it before. I've heard Will Smith speak about it before. Brad Pitt I've heard speak about it. Studying a character studying for a role and to go into character and actually being that person.
Right.
Sometimes they say that when they're going into character that they don't want to break character anytime, and also they'll say, well, even if they have a day off, they go, I stay in character. I'm like, you stay in character. Yeah. Tell me, how did you get ready for this role?
With Curtis Blow, it was such an easy transition because, you remember those times of, that how he was, Crush Groove, so you go back into those moments and you just see how he was. And I got a chance to meet him, and talk to him twice.
Wow.
And so that was even before even knowing anything about the movie happening on the role, so it was just like everything happened.
Before you even knew about getting the role or knew anything about it?
Even before I knew about the New Edition movie, it was just like a couple years ago.
That was God. That was God. That was a God shot.
So just, you know, to just embody that, I think it was just, it became natural. And it's like when I was on set dressed up, people was like, Curtis Blow, and I was like, yeah, you know, just the breaks.
I had to get that one out, guys.
So it was just an easy, you know, transition to stay in, you know, because he was just that guy. He was the king of hip hop. Like, how do you not embody that and try to do it well, you know? And I just think that, you know, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Like, if they ever did more, like, I can really do the work and really embody it even more, you know.
Did you watch a lot of any of the videos from
I watched Crush Through the breaks and, you know, all this stuff, and just learned about him being the first hip hop artist to sign a major deal at 20, you know, he was 20 years old. And so he broke the foundation for a lot of hip hop before LL Cool J, before Jay-Z and all those people.
Hip hop was a lot different then.
You know,
hip hop was a whole lot different then, because I actually remember when hip hop first came out. You know, my son says, yeah, Mommy, you remember when, guess what, electricity? I said, don't try it, dude. That's grandma, okay? It was a lot different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. I mean, I'm, you know, sometimes I'm concerned about the direction that I know rap, you know, more so than anything, but I think that with positive images being portrayed, and even with people like yourself doing amazing roles like this, it's inspirational. Right. Because a lot of people are going to watch this. Yeah. A lot of people.
And the beautiful thing, like, sometimes you go back and listen to the lyrics, like, if I ruled the world, in the lyrics he said, I give the homeless a home. Like, it's just, like, he's like, I'm not trying to run for Congress or the president. You know, he just like, the king is in town, but he's trying to represent something bigger than, like, now it's like, I'm the king, I want to get money. It wasn't all about that. It was about actually helping people and being the voice for the unspoken.
Yes, wow. And we need that voice.
Yes.
When you think about even that statement that you said that I want to give the homeless a home. We walk around Los Angeles, California on a regular basis, and we see so many homeless people that are out. And just think about if we really embody that mentality. I want to give the homeless a home. Right. There were so many lyrics that I would listen to even coming up as a kid that had so much meaning and powerful. And when you have I think when you're in a position like yourself, or even like myself, and we're in media and a lot of the musical artists, when you're in position to portray a positive image is mandatory. Right. You know, why would you not take this position that God has given you and utilize it in a positive way? Yeah. You know, someone said, well, I ain't no role model. Well, guess what? We need to be in some capacity. Exactly. We need to watch what we're doing because people are watching us. Exactly. And it's a blessing. How do you balance family with all this? That's got to be a lot. I mean, how do you know, you've got a beautiful wife, you've got a beautiful family. How do you balance it with everything you're doing?
I think sometimes you just have to shut it off. Like, I'm a workaholic, you know, and sometimes I'll be like, I'm about to spend time with the wife, and then it's like I work. And so you just have to sometimes, like, shut it off. And it's hard, you know, putting your phone away because you always feel like you're going to miss something. But I feel like family time is important. So you have those moments where it's just one-on-one time or it's family time. You make the best of it. And I think I've been able to balance it very well. And my kids have been able to benefit from the life that I've been blessed to have. So it's one of those things. They get to meet people that they watch on TV. So it's just a beautiful thing to be able to share with my kids and with my family. Yes. All the accomplishments and all the blessings that I've been blessed to have.
I had one of my very good friends, Ro Brooks. You know, he's coming on the show. I had Renee Lawson on the show, and I love Renee Have Nots, and she's a friend also. And I chatted with Ro and his wife on the phone recently, Jay, and we were talking on the phone, and Ro was getting ready to go back to this. As a matter of fact, this was in October, and Ro was going to be getting ready to go back to Atlanta to start filming. And I was asking him, I said, how do you guys balance this? Because he said, I'm going to be gone for a while, and they were going to come hang out at this event I was doing, and he said, you've got to know what your priorities are. Yeah. He said, you have got to make sure that you know what's important. Right. And so, like you just spoke about, hey, you have to make time. Right. You have to make time. Tell the viewer we got about 4 minutes left. I can't believe this is going so fast. Oh my God. What's up for the rest of 2016, 2017? What are we going to see what's coming up with Melvin Jackson Jr.?
Hopefully you'll see the DPG for Life movie where I'm playing Corrupt coming soon, and got some other opportunities that have been presented to me, and hopefully I'll have a show on TV soon. So we're working on some things. So I'm just staying positive and continue to do the work and making sure I uplift people and give back as much as I can, whether it's time or just advice or whatever it may be. I think that it's important to just give back and put a smile on people's faces.
Are you doing anything in the community right now? Do you have any projects going on?
No, whenever I'm able to, do it, like someone calls on me, whether it's a mentor, and I'm always doing something, whether it's when I'm out, helping the homeless, whether it's whatever, food, coffee, some money, whatever I can do, I'm always trying to just give back.
Right.
But I want to do it in a more a bigger capacity
Sure.
at some point. You know.
I want to get you out to. I have some programs with some of the, not only the schools, but some of the inner city community centers that I'm involved in. And so I'll talk to Tanya about it also, because I know she books your schedule and everything for you. But because they have to seeing you standing there being a young, not just a young African American male, but yes, that as well.
Right.
But to see you being a young male that's, you said I started out 16 years ago. A lot of them have the dreams of doing things and they think I can't do it because of what they see directly in front of them. Maybe it's a parent that a lot of the kids that I, hang out with at some of the schools in Compton and Crenshaw, Hollywood High, Bancroft Performing Arts School. My program, Today's Youth Talking, has been inside of all of these schools and is currently in Crenshaw, Bancroft, and Hollywood High. And a lot of the kids say, you know what, Davi, our parents, they're not just the best role models.
Right.
And sometimes they say we have to be. And so that's when you kick in with peer mentoring. That's why it's one of the things that I say, make sure you associate with a certain kind of people so that you all can support and inspire one another.
Exactly.
That's very important. Who are your closest people that you confide in as far as just your dreams and your hopes? Do you have friends? Is it hard to find people that you can confide in about, just what do you want to do? Like, who does Mel call up and say, hey, I want to do this new show.
Right.
Hey, I'm sure, of course, your wife and all that, but just, is it hard? Because a lot of times people say in Hollywood, there's no friends, there's no.
No, it's not true. Actually,
I've met a lot of
one
of
my best friends is Brandon Fobbs. He's my brother.
Okay.
I was with him earlier today, and we always creating anything I have. He's right there to support me and vice versa, and I think that's important. Brandon Larkins as well.
Yes. I love Brandon. Brandon, I love you. As a matter of fact, let's put our red noses on for Brandon. Guess what? Here you go. Brandon, can we get a picture of that one? Brandon, this is for you. Hey. Oh my God. Red Nose Day was originated, guys, and then we're going to get everybody to get your social media. Red Nose Day was originated for people around the globe. In the United States, it goes on every year. In the UK, it goes on every 2 years. It's so that people can come into their homes, their schools, their jobs, and everything, and do something funny. It helps to encourage raising money for positive things. I had so much fun with my guest today. Can you tell the viewers real quick, exactly how to find you on your social media?
It's melvinjacksonjr.com, Melvin Jackson Jr., Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Melvin Jackson Jr., the brand.
That's right, Melvin Jackson Jr. Guess what, guys? Go to DaviDavenportLive.com, DAVI. If you don't know if you don't know that, I'm not gonna spell it out for you. DaviDavenportLive.com. If you'd like to see this show, if you'd like to have your friends take a look at the show, we have a link to the show. It'll be on the website. If you also want to get more information, if you didn't catch Melvin's social media, you can go right to DaviDavenportLive.com. Check it out. I love you guys. Next week, we've got Dr. J.J. Spinner's show coming on board, and everything that he did. As a matter of fact, we want you to be a part of the show. If you have a great show idea, go to DaviDavenportLive.com, put in your email information. Definitely, I want to hear about it. If you're a great cook out there and you want me to come into your house and eat some of that good food, just go to DaviDavenportLive.com, send me your email address and everything, and guess what? I want to hang out with you and your family. We do have some youth projects that are coming up. This is this show. Davi Davenport Live is not about me. I'm Davi Davenport. Davi Davenport Live is a platform, and this platform is all about you.